George Mikan. He is the NBA's first superstar. From 1948 until 1954, in these 6 years, the team led by him, the Minneapolis Lakers, won 5 times the title. And 3 times was he leading the league in scoring and 2 times in rebounding. And he had an early retirement in 1956 because he broke 10 bones of him at the first occasion probably. But he became part of the Hall of Fame in 1959. That is according to Ben Peel's NBA Legends book on the page 13. If you click the video raven, please tell me what the reason for it was so that I can improve. Otherwise, hi and welcome. I am trying to learn basketball histories. Today, George Mikan and Elgin Baylor. And after we've done that, we're going to do Neckstretching. And if you participate in the Neckstretching, then ist det ja auch. George Mikan. Mikan was the NBA's first superstar, leading the Minneapolis Lakers to 5 titles in 6 years from 1948 to 1954. He led, from 1948 to 1954, 5 times won the Minneapolis Lakers the NBA title. I think the NBA title. The NBA title. George Mikan. Okay, and the first person known as a superstar of the NBA. He led the league in scoring 3 times and rebounding twice. I don't know what league we're talking about, but he led the league. He scored 3 times and he rebounded twice. I don't even know what it means. He suffered 10 broken bones throughout his career, which led to an early retirement in 1956. Still, he was induced into the Hall of Fame in 1959. And here on the picture is written George Mikan, all this in plain and specs to specs some type of clothing. Okay, whatever, George Mikan, we have it together. George Mikan, he was leading the Minneapolis Lakers from 1948 until 1954. 6 years, 1948, 1954. And in 5 of these years, while he was leading them, they won the NBA title. I tried to memorize it, and then I tried to make a presentation on memory. So when they 5 times we won, he retired already in 1956, also because he broke 10 of his bones during his career. But he became part of the Hall of Fame in 1959 and is known as the first NBA's superstar. I don't really know what it means, scored 3 times, rebounding twice. I think he made 3 scores, but rebounding. So maybe not going to say that because I don't understand it. Now, we wanted to make a little presentation about George Mikan, what we have here. And I want to know who has written the book here. Sonia Books. No person name. We're going to search a little on. Really, no one name. The 3 names are here. Fred Palumbo, but that is not part of the author, I think. Keith Ellison, that is also not author. And Vernon J. Beaver, also not. So do we look it up? Or do we not do it this time? I want to look it up. I try to later look it up, who has written the book, and then I try to, if I find something. Let's go on with the second person here. And I try to find out who has written this book before we make a presentation, so that I can say who has written the book. Elgin Baylor. Small forward, Baylor spent a long time in the shadow of Wilt Chamberlain. and Bill Russell. But the Lakers icon was a legend in his own. Okay, Bill Russell was a legend, even though he was a bit in his legend shadowed by Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, but he was still a legend. Elgin Baylor. He topped 34 points per game for 3 straight seasons from 1961 until 63. So he had more than 34 points done in each game for more than 3 years in a row. For three years, 61, 62, and 63. The 10-time first All-NBA team legend finished his career with 27.4 points and 13.5 rebounds per game, but never won the title. Okay, he never won the NBA title, or what it is. He made some type of rebounds and also a lot of points. What was the other thing? The 10-time first All-NBA team legend. Is it something for the player, so that he has not won it with his team, but as a player, that he was the one doing the most points? No, I don't understand it, but I understand the other thing. So he made more than 34 points in each game in 3 years, in every single game which he played. Elgin Baylor. And the other thing, if I'm able to say it, would be then the 10-time first All-NBA team legend. Now, I don't want to do the presentation without saying who has written the book, so I try to find out who has written the book. And then in the next part of Basketball History, we're making the presentation about Elgin Baylor and George Mikan, and hopefully we have found who has written the book. Otherwise, that was the basketball history part. If you were here for basketball history, you can go to the next part of basketball history. If you stay here and participate in the next stretching, then it's better to honest. The feet are standing shoulder width wide apart and breathing in and reaching the fingertips as far as possible. Breathe in and reach. And again, back and reach as far as possible. And again, reach as far as possible. And again, back. And now. Reach in front. As far as possible, high up and back. Again, now. And another one. Reach in front as far as possible, high up, back, and down. Have the feet standing together, the arms to the side, and you're circling around the buzzard exercise. And into the other direction. Legs again, shoulder width wide apart, tall up, shoulders back, breathe in. And out and turn the head over to one side, only as far as it goes. Then breathe again in. And out and bring the chin down onto the clamp. Breathe in, lift the gaze, and turn it over to the other side. Breathe again in. And out, chin down onto the clavicle. In and lift the gaze, and turn it again over to the first side. Breathe in. Breathe halfway out, and then circle the head over. Breathe again in. Breathe halfway out, and then circle over. Okay, bring it to the middle. The fly exercise. The palms together, elbows together. Breathe in and reach high. And out and down. In and reach high. And out and down. Breathe in, arms back. And out, reach in front. In and back. Out and in front. In and back. Out and front. And back. Have the feet standing together. The cashew exercise. Intertwine the fingers behind the back. Tall up, shoulders back. Breathe in. And breathe out and turn the head over to one side. And the chin down onto the clavicle. And pull with the hands down to the ground. Breathe in, lift the gaze. Turn it over to the other side. Tall up, shoulders back. Breathe in. And out, chin down onto the clavicle. And pull with the hands down to the ground. Breathe in, lift the gaze. And turn it back into the middle. Have the legs standing short of wide apart, intertwine the fingers again behind the back with stretch of Venus. Bring them over to one side, turn up shoulders back, breathe again in. And out, bring the head over to one side, and the chin down onto the clavicle. Pull the arm in and the shoulder down. Lift the gaze and turn it over to the other side. Hands over to the other side. Breathe again in. And out, chin down onto the clavicle. Pull the arm in and the shoulder down. Breathe in, lift the gaze, turn it back into the middle. Have the feet standing together. One arm behind the back. Breathe in, lift the upper one up. And breathe out and bring the head over, down, pull at the head. Breathe again in. And out, look up to the hand on top of the head. And again up to the arm down. Other arm up. And breathe out, bring the head over, down, pull. Breathe again in. And out, look up to the hand on top of the head. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And breathe out, lean back, draw the shoulder blades together, the clap in the morning. Breathe in the arms up. And out and back. In and up. Put the hands together and lean back, read in the wind. In and up. Out again, back. In and up. And out over to one side. In into the middle. Out over to the other side. In into the middle. Intertwine the fingers and reach high, the screw. And reach in front, hollow the back, look down, the bone curl snake. In and up. Uppercut the other end, breathe in, reach high. Out the reach in front, hollow the back, head down. And up. Lean with long arms back, the sky hugger. Again up. And back. In and up. Out the hands down. Breathe in the hands up. Out and down, the eagle's wings. In and up. Out and down. In and the hands up. Put the hands together and long them down to heart stand. Wait for the next stitching. I thank you very much and until next time.